you are limitless. The feeling of being underwater, especially when you get to that moment that you can completely switch your mind off, and it's just so peaceful and so serene. If you've put your mind to it, you can do anything. Hi, my name's Carly, and I'm Dubai's first professional swimming mermaid. So when I tell people that I'm a mermaid, I get mixed reactions. Most people absolutely love it, are excited, want to know more. Yeah, a lot of people just don't see it as a, should we say, a proper job. I've dived in Burj Al Arab and Atlantis Aquarium, Dubai Mall Aquarium. Seeing people's reactions, especially doing the meet and greets for children and things like that, seeing the pure innocence and the pure love and their imagination come to light. So anything I can do to encourage that and help that grow is really, really important. So my makeup kit is a little bit varied. I always start off with a creamy moisturizer, and then I've got face primer because, again, it doesn't dry the skin out, and I have quite naturally dry skin anyway. For my foundation, I use Face Tape by Tarte, and then I use a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and then I use a little bit of bronzer. Don't judge me on the state of my makeup. For the mermaid gigs, and especially depending on which tail I'm using, I do try and colour coordinate my eyeshadow, and especially for the kids' parties, I do use a very pink blusher, highlighting the cheeks, especially for the kids' parties and things like that. So I have these cute little mermaid brushes. Again, super old. I've got gems stuck to the case of my eyeshadow from a previous job. And yeah, so I came to Dubai first of all on a touring job with Barney the Purple Dinosaur. And before that, I'd done several contracts. I'd toured in a circus, which was super fun. And it was my first time to Dubai. And it was just so different, and I fell in love with it. And then while I was out here, a clown that I was in the circus with reached out and said that he had a friend that ran an entertainment company that was looking for performers and would I be interested. And they were like, how is your swimming skills? And I was like, no, okay, not bad. I did swimming lessons as a kid. I like swimming, that kind of thing. I had no idea it was free diving. In terms of eyeliner, making sure you have a waterproof eyeliner, and then a good waterproof mascara. So I really like this one. Eyebrows, this again is another old one that they discontinued. And then we'll do the lipstick. So a very quick rush job, but this is kind of how my mermaid makeup looks like. Mermaids are such a mythical creature, and children these days sadly grow up too fast. So I try to have the best quality tails, the most realistic tails in the industry. Well, I have lots of different tails, but let's start off with my whimsical fairy tale, as it was nicknamed by the manufacturers. I think she is my baby. She is the most expensive. It was about $4,000 US before shipping. It took a long time to make. She was made to fit my measurements. She has become my signature tail for the Dubai Mermaid. Important parts of the costume are obviously the tail, which is the main thing, and then the tops. You can have different types of tops. You can have silicone, you can have fabric. Some people make their own tops. A lot of the time I wear wigs. We have crowns, or you can have tiaras. I have a beautiful, very large crown that's absolutely amazing. When I'm packing my things for the day, and if I've got a mermaid gig on, is I first start off by checking the tail over. I want to check if there's any damages, and then I'll get my suitcase out and I'll lay like a yoga mat down, and then I'll put a towel down just to give the tail a little bit more support in the suitcase, and then I'll pack my top, my wig, my crown, my socks, my bikini bottoms, and that will be that for the suitcase. And then in a separate bag I'll have any other kit. So depending how many tails are in the suitcase and what tail I'm using, it can be about 25 kg to 35 kg. Different types of tails, you get into them differently. My part neoprene tails do have a zip at the back, but again, we sit on the floor so the tail is flat. You push it down as far as you can, the neoprene, the fabric. You put your feet into the monofin and then pull it up, and then you roll over with some help sometimes, and someone has to zip you up from the back. What I'll do is I'll fold the silicone tail half down at the top, and then I'll lay down, I'll put water in the silicone tail, and then I will sit down and I'll slip one foot in. So then I'll find the monofin and I'll put one foot in the monofin, get my heel in. And then I have to do the other one. The second one's always a bit trickier. And then I have to try and scooch and wiggle the silicone tail up to my knees usually. And then a little bit further, trying to iron out all the creases as we go. And then I'll lie down and then I'll unfold the rest as we go. So it's a bit of a wiggle into it. So it's not the prettiest thing to see. I really like the motion, and especially when, depending on the size of the tank, when you have enough room to just swim and glide through the water, it's such a beautiful feeling. In terms of the children's meet and greets and things like that, seeing pure excitement and the pure love on their faces, the stories that they tell me about how they've seen mermaids at the beach and things like this, I just love it. And when they give you a hug and it's a pure, innocent, I love you hug, that is absolutely amazing. That just makes my day. I love performing, and I'm going to perform until I can't feasibly do it anymore. Retiring from being a mermaid. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's possible. I have so much joy and so much love from what I do that I will be a mermaid forever.